What's up, gamers? It's time to play another episode of Fatterday Saturdays 7 Nights. That's right. Welcome to another episode with new content, and that's basically the reason we're doing a video here. I had to turn the volume down all of a sudden because I didn't realize how high or loud it was. But anyway, we got a new update since the 8th of December, and basically what it is, it's about Hero Awakening. Basically, you can awaken two heroes specifically that is completely and totally worth it. First and foremost, very, very much worth it. So let's begin. White Wolf Evan. Okay, when you awaken a hero, first and foremost, their stars go from gold to purple. That's how you know they're awakened. Okay, and let's go ahead and take a look at his skills. So basically, we'll start with the skill names that you're aware of, because now you have four skills instead of three. So we'll go with Shield of Water, one of his active skills. He now taunts all enemies for 3 turns. Fantastic. Protects all allies from damage one time. Really good. This also applies to ignore armor and piercing attacks. Additionally, become immune to debuffs 2 times. That's awesome. Okay. First and foremost, I've never liked Evan. I understand that he's the hero of the story, and some people think he might be actually good in Arena, but I don't. I disagree. I don't think that he's the tank that he should be, or at least not until now. Even when he had his upgrade, he still was. It wasn't good enough. I think giving him lifesteal was nice, but there was no piercing, so you still weren't dealing damage most of the time, unless you were playing adventure mode. But no, he wasn't worth it. But now, with this ability right here, for his Shield of Water, not only does he basically protect your allies. He taunts them, so everyone's trying to hit Evan. He's doing what a tank should do. He's being a sentinel. Yes, I'm doing the Final Fantasy 13 reference. Sentinel. That's basically what he is, and he's good at it. Multi Slash inflicts 100% physical damage on the enemy with the highest physical attack or magic attack 2 times. Okay, before I continue, this is an awesome ability. This eliminates RNG because it's actually specifically targeting something. That is great. The more you can eliminate RNG in Arena in this game, the better a hero is. Because RNG is really why a team that's better, a team that's bad can beat a team that's good. Because of just luck. But it kind of eliminates that. Continuing on. So, piercing will also take effect. That's something that this ability has needed for a long time. And of course, stuns the enemy for 2 turns and additionally provides lifesteal by 100% of the damage given. So, yeah. The fact that it didn't pierce originally is the reason why that ability was bad to begin with. Because, yeah, you do your ultimate, but then they're immune. So it's 0, 0, 0, 0, and you gain 0 life. But now that it's piercing, it's actually worth it. Thank God they finally made Evan good. Passive ability. Volition. Increase the defense of all allies by 50%, reduce damage received by 50%, and reflect the reduced damage back onto the attacker. Oh my God, he's needed this forever. Now this is the third third hero that has this ability, because first was Jave, then was Neza, now it's Evan. And the fact that, he's already, increasing the defense of everybody by 50%, he's then reducing the damage he receives by another 50%. And then reflecting whatever is reduced back onto the attacker. That's awesome. Again, he's a tank. He's doing what a tank should be doing. This is freaking fantastic. That combined with Shield of Order is just broken. Like, that's so good. Wow. Well, anyway. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and go to the 4th ability. Yes, there are now 4 skills when you awaken. Wings of Revenge inflicts 2,000 fixed damage on all enemies. Additionally, piercing will take effect, of course it needs to, and recover up to 1,000 HP for all allies. Wow. So not only am I going to knock out your team for 2k apiece, we're all going to get healed. That's awesome. That's paladin level good stuff. Oh my God. Evan is actually broken now. Broken, I tell you. Is it worth doing what you have to do to get him? Absolutely. He's freaking fantastic. Now, eventually later on when they release more Awakened Heroes, this might end up not being as great. But at the moment, this is about the best you're going to get. moving right along to the next and second last hero that you can get for Awakening at the moment. You have Saint of Destruction, Karen. Yes, that's right. Now, Karen, I've always liked. I think Karen's always been decent. When they upgraded her originally, it was a pretty good upgrade. She auto revived, she prevented death effects for a while. That's awesome. Let's see how much better they made her. So, Revive. Revives an ally once with 100% hit points. Additionally, become immune to all damage one time. And become immune to debuffs one time. Which also applies to ignore armor and piercing attacks. That's awesome. So, she basically, resurrects, and then they're actually can chill for a bit. They can actually do something. They're not just going to auto die right after being resurrected. That's really good. Heal. Recovers an ally's HP by 220% magic attack. Pretty good. Not going to lie. Blessed Resurrection. Protects all allies. This is their passive ability, by the way. Protects all allies from the death debuff for 5 turns, as you know. Additionally, revives once with 100% hit points, which we know. Become immune to all damage 2 times, which also applies to ignore armor and piercing attacks. That's good. She needed something like that. That's nice to have. I'm not going to say I'm a 200% yay, but it's a good ability. That's a good addition. I'll take it. If she's going to be awakened, she needs to be broken too, so why not? Now for the Awaken skill, Miracle of Destruction. Revives all allies once with 100% hit points. Additionally, becomes immune to all damage one time and become immune to debuffs one time. This effect also applies to ignore armor and piercing attacks. This is great. This is the... Oh crap, we're about to die. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have an Awaken skill? Wake up, everyone! And... yeah, you didn't just win the game. This is game-changing right here. This is phenomenal. So yes, Karen is really good too. She was good to begin with, but now she's really good. So yeah, they made like the main two like people in the story actually needed at this point as far as arena is concerned. I think so. Are people going to be playing it in arena? I don't know. I haven't went up against it yet. But there's not too many people that have awakened. Evan or anyone yet, but I did have 2 people that actually did do it, and they had Evan as a matter of fact, but they don't use him as the helper hero anymore because I was actually using them in Castle Rush for a while just to test them out, and I was gonna do a little bit of test run on recording for you guys, but I checked before recording and they took them down, so boo. Anyway, so what we'll do is we'll kind of talk about how you can get them awakened. So first and foremost, you can go through the shop, you can go to Common, and you can go to Topaz. And if you scroll over to the right, you have basically you have a few options here. You can purchase 5 of the 50-pack Awakening Shards for 40 Topaz. You can do this for Karen, you can do it for Evan, or you can just do Awakening Shards in general. Just keep in mind that the the ones that are specific to them is only going to work for them specifically. I mean, that should make sense. That's common sense. Don't think you can use Karen for Evan. It doesn't work. So anyway, I've already actually bought 5 because I had over 300 Topaz for whatever reason. So I went ahead and spent about, 200 Topaz to get about 250 shards. Unfortunately, I don't have enough yet, and I'll show you guys in a bit how to actually do it. And I don't think you can do anything else to get the shards. I'll double check. I don't think... Oh yeah, this is to get rubies. That's to get gold. You have miscellaneous, which doesn't really do anything for you. Yeah, nothing important. You can't get it with Castle Watch, I know for sure. Tower of Abyss, I don't think you can. And then World Boss has nothing to do with it. Okay, I didn't think so, but I just figured I'd check anyway. But yeah, go to the Common, go to the Topaz shop, and you can buy those shards if you have enough Topaz. I just happen to have it, and I actually just bought them this morning. But it's not enough. And I'll actually show you real quick. I have my Karen at level 38, plus 5. And that's the other thing, too. Basically, in order to qualify, they have to be level 30, they have to be plus 5, they have to be 6-star. And I'll just tip on Awaken right now. I can't do it yet, but as you can tell, basically, you need 300,000 gold, you need 300 of said shard, which I'm 39 away from. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. We got the +5. She's 6 stars. I got 300k gold. I just need 39 more shards. So you're not gonna see me use it today. Maybe when I get her up there, I'll do maybe some arena runs with her or something, and we'll see what's up. But yeah, if I tap it right now, it's gonna tell me that I have not enough awakening shards. So there you have it. And I don't have any regular shards either. I'm thinking you can combine the two. I'm not sure to add to the total. And if that's the case, that's cool because I mean I can get it in other ways. But if not, I'm cool with just doing it the old-fashioned Karen way. The other way that you can get these shards is they've added in the adventure mode under special dungeon. They added a Karen event dungeon, where basically if you win, it's 7 keys to enter, and you can get 3 Karen shards. Now, hard mode is really difficult, but right now you can go in as many times as you want. It's unlimited. It's only going to be unlimited for a little while, though, so take advantage of it while you can, guys. What I will do, though, is since, I don't like doing repeats of videos of the same old stuff, this is going to be something different, so I'll actually showcase a fight on hard mode for this. Will I win? I don't know. I haven't actually won yet, but I've only attempted this twice, so we'll see what happens. Going up against Yuri, which means she's going to silence you. You're going up against Lucy, who's going to basically heal all your debuffs. You're going to have Ariel, who's going to blind you. And then, of course, you have Karen, which is the person that you're trying to get. So, anyway, let's go ahead and hit ready. Now, for my strats here, what I'm going to do, actually, is... Normally, I would use Dylan's as a beater, but I'm not. This is going to be my strats here. I'm going to use Ace only because when he does his Blossom Slash... It decreases the recovery rate for enemies by 80% for 2 turns, so it lowers the healing. So I'm going to probably start off doing that ability, followed by, some other stuff. Basically, Neza is just going to be there to soak up damage and reflect it back at him. Black Rose is going to attempt to bleed them, and hopefully it sticks. And then Rachel's going to burn them, because basically, whichever ability is going to hit is going to get automatically debuffed. Or healed, I mean. So they're going to remove the buff, basically. So what I might do is I might have Rachel burn them, let them heal, and then I'll have Black Rose bleed them. That's going to be kind of the plan. And bleed damage is what I'm going to use to try to win this. And to keep from being silenced, since they do have a Yuri, I'm going to use Yui. Because I actually have her somewhere here. I don't think she's level 40. Oh, but she doesn't have anything. So she's probably going to die really quick, because... Wow, her things suck. But let's go ahead and try it anyway. You never know. I believe in miracles. So let's give this a shot. Okay, and you can't use helpers either. This is just you. Alright, so we'll start out with Ace. And then we'll start out with Rachel's ability. Alright, so we're going to right off the bat prevent the healing from being a big deal. We're then going to use Rachel to burn. And then we're going to use Black Rose to bleed. Now, just keep in mind that in this particular part, this is a 2-part fight here. So just keep in mind that in this... Oh, God, she's dead already. Alright, so apparently I'm not going to be able to stop the silence because she just is going to die too quickly. I didn't think she was going to die in the first round. I figured it'd be the second round we'd be okay. So this is actually kind of a problem. Right now I'm going to let it autoplay because the rest of the abilities don't really matter at this point. But they don't have Lucy in this first fight, which is kind of what I was trying to say this whole time. So I don't have to worry about like kind of buffering, status ailments. I'm sorry, I'm going to pick some abilities. I'm also starting to realize that Ace's ability to lower the healing is not that big a deal either. Only because Karen's level is so high that it doesn't seem to matter. That's good to know. So I might go back to using Dylan's instead. We'll see. Well, that's not what I meant to. Well, I let it autoplay, that's why I did that. But that's okay. There we go. Do some of that damage. Now I'm going to actually not allow them to do the other abilities at the moment, because I'm trying to save those for later. So we're just going to do basic attacks for now. There we go. Now what I want to do is burn and then bleed. When I burn, Lucy's going to heal them. Or get rid of the debuff. After she does that, I'm going to bleed them. So at least that's going to hit. And then that's what's going to be the real damage dealer here, is the bleeding. And sure, now that I can actually burn again, why not? Now that Rachel's already died once. If she didn't get silenced. Okay, she didn't. This is what my strats are good enough here. Nez is going to be dealing some massive damage. Oh, that's a dramatic miss. They even missed in slow motion. I don't know why it does that, by the way. I don't quite get it. Oh, and just so you know, you're not going to be able to debuff Lucy. That's just her passive ability. You're really hoping to debuff everybody else. That's really the idea here. Okay, now she's gotten rid of your debuff. So at this point, I kind of want to reestablish the debuff. Even if she misses, the burn will still be in effect. Okay, so right in this fight, you're really more depending on the bleed and burn damage to win. Now, I'm probably not going to win this fight. I clearly was not prepared enough. And look at that. That's a lot of healing. So, yeah. The good news is Karen can only heal one person at a time like that. So you can still potentially kill someone else. What I might do is I might just try it on easy mode, just so you can see an actual win. Because I know I can beat, or not easy mode, but normal mode. I could probably do hard mode, but I would have had to have prepared more, using better heroes. But that's okay. So yeah, clearly I'm not going to win this. Boom. That's how difficult that could be. Now I could spend 10. Oh, you know what? Screw it. We're going to do it. Why the heck not? Because now we're not going to be silenced. I don't know if this is a smart idea or not, but we're going to find out. We'll go with the regular strats I was going to use, you know, to bleed them, make it to where they don't get healed as much. Of course, Yui's going to die, but it doesn't matter now because, you know, her passive ability will still remain in effect, so it won't be silenced, which is the whole point. I can pretty much let it auto fight until, oh no, because I don't want the, yeah, we'll actually pick some skills here. Okay, so I see the problem already. Is even if Ace does his ability, it doesn't matter. They're still gonna heal the full. So you just gotta be able to catch him slipping, I guess. Okay, now that she's actually done the whole get rid of my, you know, debuffs, we're gonna re-debuff them. Okay, so I'm guessing this wasn't worth it because they're not taking enough damage for it to matter. Okay. That's something good to know. Like, you might want single targeting people like Shane, who can just deal a massive amount of damage to one person and just, like, continue to beat on one person. Especially if Karen's already done her healing ability. That might be the way to go. Because I don't think you can silence them. I really don't. But yeah, it doesn't look like my bleed burn tactic is going to work here. Hey, at least we're not slow motion missing again. She's almost dead, which is the crazy thing. But not anymore. See, that's annoying. Like, how do you beat that? Like, that's just nuts. Oh, there goes Ace. Yeah, so we're clearly not winning this fight. I can already tell. I mean, it's beatable, but just not with the strats I'm using. Well, we're just going to back out. I mean, you kind of get the point here. But yeah, you can do that. Now, you can do it on normal. Normal is not nearly as difficult as it is on hard. As a matter of fact, I'll just do it on normal just to show you guys. And so are they using the same people? Okay, they're just using weaker versions of everyone. Okay, that's what that is. Alright, so let's try something else here. Let's see. We could use Shen to keep them from doing maybe abilities for a while. It doesn't seem like Ace is going to be a big deal, so we're just going to probably run Delans instead and hope I can actually silence. Maybe. I kind of like everybody else where they're at, though. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I think this is the ability I want first. Yeah, this is it. We don't care about the healing. Wait a minute, how did she heal? Did I use the wrong ability? Huh, that was ineffective completely. I just realized that. That should not have happened. Alright, so Yushin's not the right person to use, because for some reason, they ignore that. Okay. That is good to know. That is good to know. And no, I don't think you can do those kind of abilities like stun and stuff like that. I don't think they will work. Now this is normal mode, so I should be able to win this. I was going to do this like 19 times in order to get, you know, Karen where I need her to be, but we're not doing that in this video. Don't think sounds... Oh, it does work. Huh. Good to know. But this apparently doesn't work on them. Oh, I think I know why she was able to do ability. Maybe I killed her and she revived. Because if she dies, whenever you do a skill that ups their cooldown and they die, the cooldown doesn't affect them, and that might have been what happened. Because I forgot she auto-revived, so that might have been it. Not too sure. I'll have to look back at the video again. But as you can tell, now it's just a fight between, you know, against one person. This should be pretty easy. It's just on hard mode. You're just not going to be that lucky. But yeah, I'm doing already like lots of damage to her. She should be dying pretty shortly. Oh, she died once already. Now, I don't know if she's going to do her Awaken ability or not. I hope not. God, I hope not. She should be dead here. Right here. And boom, there you have it. Beat on normal mode, which is probably what I'm going to do. Because hard mode, I have to do too much thinking. I ain't got time for that. I got other games to play. So, I'm going to be doing this off screen about, 19 more times, in the next week. And then hopefully by the next, maybe by next weekend or sometime next week, I'll do a video actually showcasing her as in an awakened state. And if I'm lucky enough, maybe she'll be level 40 instead of level 38. But that's what you can do. You can either fight that a bunch of times. You can, again, go to the shop and buy it, the shards. But, you need 300 shards. 300,000 gold, and level 30 plus 5, 6 stars, of course. So that's pretty much what you need. Um, but other than that, I mean, that's going to be, well, yeah, that's going to be the video for today. So next time, unless there's another update with some more cool stuff, next time we'll probably just showcase Karen at her Awaken stage. I don't have Evan at all, so I can't showcase him as I don't even have him. I got rid of him months ago because that's how bad he was. So, but yeah, well, you'll get to see him. Don't worry. You guys take it easy.